Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now yesterday on the community tab I picked 4 pages out of this new book. I can't be bothered saying the whole name, it's too long. It's Camilla Dowcourt's new book, The Dragons one. And this page 1, which secretly, this is the one that I wanted to do. Now I'm doing a surprise watercolour background. Now the way that I'm going to do it, I'll probably just do this in 2 videos. So I will do the whole of the background, let it dry naturally, not going to mess with it because I'm using my plastic sheets to protect the pages. No, you don't want to use your heat gun or anything or hairdryer on this because it will just melt. Believe me, I've done it several times. But when you do a whoopsie like that, if you cut these up, you can use them as mini palettes for acrylic paint. They're ideal for that. So this is the page. Let me see the light. I'm going to turn the light on actually. This is a page that was chosen out of the 4. And like I said, I'm going to use watercolour. Now, I bet you're sick of seeing me do galaxy backgrounds in pinks, purples and blues. So I'm gonna use these colours today. Now I've not used these yet on the channel and I've only swatched them out and done a tiny tester. These are Sminker colours. I will be able to tell you the colours because I've swatched them out actually. Let me get my pad, my watercolour pad. Excuse me. I did swatch these out. There they are. So we've got Random Grey, we've got Galaxy Brown, Forest Blue, Glacier Green and Shine Blue. Is that right? Shine Blue or Shire Blue. I can't even read my own writing there, but I'm going to use these 5 colours. Now these are super granulating watercolours. As you can see, you put them down like blue. Let me just turn the light. And then when they dry, you can see all the different pigments that have been used in the colours. Now that's, where's the grey? The grey, Random Grey at the top. It's so unusual. It's on more of the warm grey side, like a French grey, in my opinion. So I thought it'd be interesting to do that, but I'm doing it in my usual galaxy style. So just, please forgive me. Please forgive me. There is a page actually that I've done with these paints. Just a very quick one. It weren't them. It weren't that. Or was it in my other one? It was in my other little swatch boot that I've done. Yeah, it's in my other one. Anyway. So I need some masking tape. I'm going through masking tape like I don't know what with my diamond painting at the minute. I never used to use the putting masking tape down technique that I see everybody using. I thought, oh, I can't bother doing that, but actually it's really good. It's really good doing it that way. So just normal masking tape. And while I'm doing this, I should have pre-wet the colours. So I'll do that in a minute. I'm just going to stick this to my pants just to take off some of the tackiness and pop it down the side. That should do the trick. I'm hoping that I don't destroy the page behind, but we'll see how we go. Just running my cloth, clean water. See, I'm somewhat organised. So if I just bring the camera down, put you like that. That's more comfortable for me as well. I need my little pipette. And get these dirt cheap off Amazon. And then put some on the paint and leave it for a minute and let it get activated. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do my usual galaxy background, but just in slightly different colours. They might be too close together in colour, I'm not 100% sure, but I will let this completely dry naturally and then come back and probably use either Prismacolor, the Brute Funa or the Arteza, just a more budget friendly, even though Prismacolor aren't. To go over and do the pencil work. But I'm thinking with these colours, an orange maybe will pop, orange or red would pop against these colours. Anyway, let's just see. I'm using 2 Princeton Neptune brushes, and then I've got my Billy Shorwell number 6, and that's how you pronounce it. So that's a number 6, and then we've got 12, and then we've got 4. I don't know whether I'll use all of them. Oh, what's happened here? Got loads of glitter stuck to the bottom, and this is my favourite brush. Don't you go breaking on me. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's glitter flying everywhere. That's all the metallic paint and stuff I've been using recently. So, do I want wet on wet, or shall I just go straight in with the paint? But what I will do is wet all of the brushes. I'm going to get another brush because I want to go for my Daler Round Out 6 round. Just pre-wet all of them, and then we'll start off with this number 6. And let's just go for it. It is sort of the wet on wet, because you'll see what I'm doing in a minute. I'm not too worried about going over the jellyfish at all, because you can go over them with the pencils. So I just thought a different colour palette, just to make it a little bit different. You can see as the paint is separating all the different colours that we used. I would have liked to use bleach, but it will definitely bleed through to the other side, which I don't want. So I'll stay clear of that for today's. I'll just use clean water, I think. A little bit of this darker shade. Let's get that moved around. You do go through a little bit of a stage where it looks like a little bit of a hot mess, but keep at it, keep moving the paint around, keep blending. Remember what paint brushes you've used for each colour, that will help. And then this one, more water. Might need a few layers, this, we'll see. I want to dip into the grey. Put quite a bit of this one down actually. And then add some of the other greens over the top. Make sure you're getting in your edges. That first green shade is my favourite, I think, when it starts drying. Look at it up here. Into the darker one. Right, so we can put them back now because I've put the base of colour down that I want. So I can go ahead and just mix the colours now, that's fine. A little bit more of that grey. the lighter blue. So what I'm going to do is leave this for 20 minutes, half an hour, and just let it sit here, and then we'll come back, have another look at it, and add some more definition in certain areas. I think that amber goes amber. I think it's called amber anyway. Or was it planet? What was it? Galaxy brown. Yeah, so I'll leave this for a little bit, come back, because it will look different once it's been left to dry as well. And I don't want to overwork the paper, because then it will start pilling, and that's when it doesn't look very nice. So I've left that to dry. It's not 100% dry yet, but it's getting there. You can see that I've gone over the edges a little bit here, but I always do a background. Well, 9 times out of 10 do a background, but you can see some of the different colours now that have started coming out in these paints. I mean, it's just all separating, and I love the effect of it. That sort of looks like it's cracking, but it's not, if you know what I mean, like here. I love that sort of effect, but I do want to add a couple of more colours in certain areas. I'll just crack on and do that. I love this green. Oh, I didn't use my papette. Didn't use it. So more water on these. Right, I want to be careful because I don't want to cover these really cool effects. What I'd usually do as well is pop a little bit of the white over the top, you know, like sprinkle it on sort of thing. But I don't want to do this just yet. I will do it at the end of the picture, so you'll see that in the next video. Let's add some of this down here. Let's blur some of them edges. Like that. In with this one, bright, was it Brain Galaxy? We'll put it in the very centre, in the corner rather. Pull that out. Clean off the brush. Go around the edges so it all blends nicely. We'll do the same up here. Then what about some of this lighter blue? Maybe pop that at this side. More water. Actually, let's join these colours up. And let's not forget that really lovely grey colour, and we'll put some of that, actually we'll do it right in the middle here. Clean water and go around the edges. Now I don't know if it'll work now because most of the page is dry. If I just flick some water on it, I don't think this will work now. I mean, it's working a tiny little bit there. But we'll add some white as well once this is completely dry. So you'll see just a very short video of it, but it's probably only about 10 minutes long. but you'll see this completely dry in the next part of this video, where I'm going to add all of the shading to the actual illustration, and I'll try and do I'm saying now try and do a glow effect as well around the jellyfish, just to make it look like they really are glowing. If I'm doing it like oranges, I can do oranges and golds, maybe orange, golds and yellows, maybe. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. It is working. I don't want to move the paper around too much because I'm going to disrupt the water, but you can see, move the camera, just here it's starting to separate, and here as well. So it's doing what I want it to do, but you have to be a little bit patient with this, unfortunately. So yeah, just leave it there, don't touch it for a good half an hour, then maybe move it to one side and you can use your desk again. That's the way that I'm going to do it. So part 2 will be the next video. So yeah, come back to see this page finished. I'm really interested with this one myself because I've not really messed around with these paints all that much, so I'm excited to see what it looks like completely dry. But I will see you in my next video. Bye.